Hello, welcome to my new video. I want to talk to you about sets in a Diablo. So I come sets in alphabetic order, so you can easily find that yours. Well, the first, the Elder's Watchtower. Well, the helmet, it's level 36, which is quite good. You can use it for a normal difficulty. It have a mana regen 70%, some cold resistance, which we don't need pretty much, and the hit recover 25% and 2 sockets, which is really good for some mage druid, okay, because it's just druid only. So that regen mana is really good. You can have 2 sockets for, I don't know, the magic found or whatever you want. And that's pretty much all what we have from the helmet. Boots here, level 45. It's like a normal nightmare difficulty, but we got 10% damage goes to mana. They are indestructible. 40% movement speed, fire resistance, which this we will need. Really nice stamina bonus and 50 life, which is also good. And if you play it on your mage, okay, then you have energy 15 and dexterity 15, which is good. There is the armor, the shadow blade, the alder, the septon. And this is a 76 level, which is really a problem because this set is actually the set. The level is actually end of Nightmare and the hell beginning. On my, I just if I have items for some class, I really make a 76 level up sets and go for hell. But this is quite good, but it's nice strength and dexterity here, lightning resistance, which is really good for nightmare and hell difficulty. You have one skill to shape an elemental thing, and if you play it with other parts of set, you have vitality bonus, which is good. Then is the Alrime, the Jackstaff weapon. Well, the minimum maximum damage, which this is quite good. We have 2 and 3 socket variation. If you have 3 sockets, it can be really crazy. You have a double leech, which is enough for a normal nightmare, because in a nightmare is life and mana stolen ready to halve. Okay, so in nightmare you have a 5%, and in nightmare you have 2% of mana. If you play it in a hell, you got the 1/3 of the volume, so you get like a 3%, and this is, I don't know, 1, okay, which isn't really good. You have good thing damage against the demons and attack speed. So if you have 3 sockets, I obviously I put a 3 shell rune in, and you are extremely fast, like extremely fast, and your DPS is really strong for Nightmare 2. And if you have some other things like a crushing blow or something, this is really wonderful weapon for normal and nightmare difficulty. You can also play it with the boots. You have a dexterity and here a strength bonus. But if you want to play a complete, well, then there is 150% bonus to other rating. So if you choose to play these, try, I don't know, the boots too. This weapon isn't for really a mage because you have pretty much nothing for it. Okay, so the spirit is 100 times better. And but for warrior with this bonus is pretty good. But in total, free druid skills is really good. Enhanced damage 350% is really nice. But for hell isn't enough. Okay, because I'll explain later. You have some bonus for other rating, which we have already. 50 MF, which isn't really a lot, okay, because for my opinion you need 200% MF at minimum. Okay, another mana stone per hit, which is good. You have a 15%, which is 5 for hell, that's enough. 50 all resist, some mana, and defense and display aura. But let's talk about the druid like builds. Okay, you can play the shapeshifter, which is a werewolf or the bear. I honestly play only the werewolf because it is faster and I just like it more. The bear is just too slow for me. That the all physical classes need crushing blow. There isn't any. Okay, the helmet is a great source for crushing blow. Nothing. The weapon also 40-30% crushing blow. Nothing. Okay, if you want to play the boots, it can give you 15 a glow rider or goblin to 25. Nothing. Okay, armor soundcat 25, 15, nothing. Okay, so whatever you want to play with Alder like warrior, you are doomed. Really, it's weak for hell, so I just don't say that it's good for you. Okay, so there is the mages, the wind or fire druid. You need just all skill things, so there is nothing. Birds are good. There is also one, which is, well, you want the Wiper Magi will be better than this, but okay, you can have it. You're losing 2 or 3 here, and you got 3 like a bonus, which is you still losing like 2 free skills, which is quite important for my opinion. And you have pretty much no casting speed, no nothing. So for mage, druid is this bullshit, and for warrior, well, it's weak too. But if you want, play it. The other weapon with boots is really good for a normal nightmare difficulty. And if you want mage, the helmet plus boots are really good for normal nightmare difficulty. And that's all. Okay, the angelic raiment. Well, the armor, well, pretty good, but if you will have a complete set, there's a 50% fire resistance, which is quite good for normal difficulty. Okay, even a nightmare, but I don't think so. Then you can go a nightmare with this. Okay, there is enhanced damage 75%, which is this. Okay, 10 damage in average almost on attack speed, so you can go, I don't know, if you have a lot of attack speed you can have like a double. Okay, but you can't. Okay, there is 12 attack rating for each character level, 20 life and 50% MF, so that's really good. But I think you need 3 items here. Okay, 2 items, 3 items, but it's not in description, never mind. And we got the amulet, which is 20% damage goes to mana. If you have 2, you have 75 life, and you have 3, you have 1 tool skill, which is good. I'm playing this only the ring with amulet, so I got this, okay, life, and this thing too. If you want, you can put something here, but like armor, for example, because the weapon is really weak, and you have +1 skill, and with 2 rings, 100% MF, which is really good. Okay, you can have 40 MF, like a total, some dexterity, some mana, regen mana, all resistances, okay, and half freeze duration. Well, the damage here is so low and weak, then you got like, I don't know, the 40 damage with this, and that's the Mephisto normal. Okay, and in Act 4 and Act 5, this set is just too weak, but I'm using Ring plus Amulets for other grading, which means accuracy, so it's easy to hit the target. 20% damage goes to mana, which is really good, and 75 life is also good, and the rest thing, or the full set for me, is bullshit. Another is Arcana's head. So you have some defense, some lightning resistances. That's quite all. Level 15, not bad. Okay, the Ard Blade is really useless, but 10 energy for Sorcerer, really not bad. Again, one Sorcerer skill, which is good. 25% Deadly Strike, which is also good, because that means your physical damage can be double. So if you have auto mana, you can really strike it, and it's can be good. But slow attack speed and everything, I don't know. But 50 level is quite good. And some regen mana and 50 mana, it's not bad weapon. Again, 15 mana, regen mana 20%, some MF and fire resistances. In total, 50 mana, 50 life, 20% cast rate, which is good, and mana storm per hit 5%. So if you will fighting, your mana will recover. With a deadly strike, you can have really, really a nice thing. So, for my opinion, if you want to play a Sorcerer, so this set isn't bad, okay? But the Sorcerer isn't a hard class, so you don't need pretty much nothing, and you're able to do everything. So for normal, isn't problem. In a nightmare, you lack of resistances. So for me, for normal, good. Or I don't know, 25 level is a spirit sword. So you just switch for it and to change the whole gear. Another one is Arctic Gear, which is, for my opinion, the best set for a normal difficulty for Boa Zone. So you have enhanced defense and shit. All resistance is good. The cold resistance and free defense for each character level, good. You have really a lot of cold resistances, 40 MF here and 30 defense level 2, you need nothing, level 2, you need nothing, really strange. You have a good gauntlets, 20 life, which is good because you need but a lot of things, strange, dexterity, but then dexterity you got here, so isn't that bad. So you started with a strange, of course, with some charms or things, or I just do it like 2 sockets helmet, but Amet is in and you have strange enough, and you can go with dexterity, so like 6 level, pretty easy, not problem at all. You got here a 5 strange, so that's strange here. 45 for these things isn't problem to make, okay? Then you have 50 to life, which is really good because you put all dexterity, all strange, so you can wear it. There is adds 6 to 14 cold damage, which is good. Cold duration, which is chill effect, it's long or duration if it's 4 seconds, and I got well 50 life, 5 stretch, and what is most important, can be frozen, because all classes which is a range need that ability, because if you freeze, that's a really complicated. There is a nice other rating for character level. You have another 20% bonus, and look at that, 20 to 30 cold damage. If you play in total, I think there was some cold damage too. No? Okay, never mind. You got like 26 to 44 cold damage. You have 15 things here, and you go your bow skills. So you have like 100 damage, which is good enough for whole normal difficulty. You can play with the Arctic gear. So for me, crazy. Okay, we got a Berserker Arsenal, so the helmet, the good other rating for level 3 is good, fire resistance, which is good, one barbarian skill, 3 defense per each level. What do you have? Again, level 3, 51 strength, which is quite a lot for a barbarian for level 3, so you need something which adds strength. The helmet is good because you have here a -1 per hit, so this is really big issue from beginning because you kind of use your skill because your mana is really out. Barbarian have like 9 mana, so it's really problem. Bonus to other grading, enhanced damage, 50 to life, 70 defense, some poison damage, which is good because it stop healing monster and bosses, and a poison rank reduction 75, which is really good for against Andariel and in Act 2 all that poison bastards. But this weapon is really weak, okay, because you got like 40 damage, which it's allow you to go for Mephisto and normal, and in Act 4 you screwed up. Okay, that's too much for this set. It's like Act 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for me, can play with this because other grading is still in, one skill and defense. So you can play these two and take a new weapon because it's really, really weak. So that's just it. Okay, for 1, 2 act is this really good. In Act 3, like Mephisto isn't bad, but in fighting with this in a Chaos Sanctuary is 2-hour battle. Okay. There is a Bukatos, quite an end game or high level set. Well, that's it's just two swords. The first, the Colossus Blade, which is the highest and best sword ever. So you got quite a highly requirement for strength and dexterity. You have 20 resistances, which is well good, not bad. You have knockback, you have enhanced damage. So if you play with this, isn't bad. Okay, if you play it in one hand, and there are 20% attack speed and 35 chance to crushing blow, which is really really good. This we want. This we need a crushing blow 30% plus for a hell difficulty. And it's level 63, so you're still in nightmare, and this is 66, you're still in nightmare. So what you can do here, you have another sword which is 20 strange, which is really help you to get this. Enhanced damage, fire resistances, which is okay, but I really want all resist or maybe lightning, but fire is good too. 50 poison over 2 seconds, which can stop really healing of monsters, and 20% attack speed. You have 200% damage on undeads, you have 200 to other rating, which is quite low. 25 damage, some defense. I really don't get these things too, but okay, and 2 all skills, which isn't bad. But this weapon really good for a nightmare difficulty. Oh, the weapon, the set. But for a hell, it isn't so good. Okay, so first you need. It depends. Well, first, if you want to play barbarian, you need a crushing blow at least 75%. For one weapon, it's quite good. So you need 40 crushing blow, okay, maybe 50 crushing blow with some gear, okay. So it isn't problem, then it's really good. You can put in a socket and some jewel with attack speed 15% and some enhanced damage, and the same goes down here. Or you can put here a bear rune, which is really expensive, and you have a crushing blow in this thing, so it isn't important. So it can be for a hell difficulty, but you need really upgrade a crushing blow, and you have really 80% chance with only one strike. But if you will playing in a dual swing, it isn't a problem. This is completely barbarian thing because no other class can wield two swords at once. And double swing, it means you hit both weapon at once. So all these should be counted, that crushing blow and thing, they all should be count together. Okay, so isn't bad, but it isn't the best. But if you have it, you can really use it. Okay, but you need the crushing blow or something like that. Okay, there is the cartons. Well, cartons traps. Well, the helmet's 20 mana, which is good. Some defense, which is good. Cold resist 25. We really don't need cold resistance, so but it's good, but we don't need it. There is some defense, good fire resistance, attacker takes damage, which is really good. The fire skill only, the 15 mana, which is good. All resistance 10, some damage to 100 and maximum fire damage. If you use mana out, you can really try fighting. When you have an amulet, the hit recovery, which is good, other rating and some MF here. Attackers takes lightning damage 5, so now it's if something hit you, it's get 10 damage. And then we got a ring. So again, lifestone per hit, which is really good, but not for a sorcerer or druid or something with wheels with the fire skills. But the ring give you 10 strange. Okay, with 2 parts, so I'm playing with this 2 amulet and 1 ring or 2 rings, and you can for low level get 20 strange is really good. But in total bonus, you have fire damage, you have lightning resistance, which is really important. All resistance 25, so you have fire, lightning, and cold like 50%, but there is no poison, which isn't good, but at least 25 poison resistance we got. There is something mana and a casting speed. So for my opinion, like 11 level, it isn't bad set. For mages is really not problem to fight with something. You have some resistances, you have some mana. Okay, 20, well, 40 mana. Okay, so nothing special, but is definitely good. Okay, for low level, the Kaiten set, for my opinion, quite good. Okay, we got another Severp or Creverps vestments. Well, I play now dual wielding barbarian, and I put him to these scepters. So on 20 level, I have 40 to 200 damage, 250 or something like that. So this is really crazy. Nice other rating. I have really no problem to hit anything. The regen mana for really the warrior is really good, or mana stone per head. But this is also really good, really good for for barbarian. Okay, this weapon is really strong. This thing's quite well. The regen mana is good. The rest we don't need. For normal difficulty, we got a shield, which is a poison resistance, some mana, block chance, we got damage to 115 strain and fire lightning resistances. So this set is strong, and the full together it allows you come to the whole normal difficulty, kill the bale pretty much easy. Okay, but that's all. Okay, well, it isn't good because you are with just a pure damage. Another thing is a slow attack speed, so you need glows or something with attack speed to really fix this. But if even with a dual wielding, it was slow. But isn't that you are able to make the whole normal difficulty with this set? Okay. Now the Allied King, the Glaglo Brace. Okay, so the first thing, this is also really crazy damage. Okay, we can just 123, 99 levels, so you get 1.2 maximum damage for each level, 50% deadly strike, so it's make your damage comes to double. Okay, comes as double physical damage, so this is really crazy. 50% is like every 2 hit is like a double physical. There is a knockback which is quite annoying, but is not 100%. Slow target 25% is really good against the enemies. The other rating 10 for each character level is really awesome. It's give you all that accuracy what you need, especially from low level. Poison range reduction 75. That's mean you don't need to care about poison at all, and 15 all resistances. The 100 defense bonus, which is good. Okay, because I don't know, defense is defense 10. Okay, and here is defense, where is it, 25, so it's like 75, 85, so it's really good. That 100 defense bonus is really good. You got an attack speed, so you're quite good. You have fast attack plus 20% attack speed. It's really good. You have a mana stone per hit, so we are no trouble with mana at all. And look at this, 35 fucking percent the chance to crushing blow, which means if you are really fast enough, some another glows like a Saigon plus something, okay, and you have really crazy attack speed, you have a crushing blow, so really with this weapon you are able to make the normal like nothing, literally nothing. And if you really want to, you can start Fire the Nightmare. Okay, so this set is really awesome. And if I choose to one set for beginning warrior, is this. Okay, is this. Because there is a problem, you have no life stone per hit, but there is on the weapons on hell and glow, so there is the rest of gear, which is in problem. There is an armor with a can be frozen, and you can drop it really everywhere, so it's not problem. And you need some life stone per hit, and it's really good. So you need like a Saigon, I don't know, belt and shoes, and you have it. Okay, so for me, this is a really awesome set. The next is the Caulking Letters. Well, the 25 level, you have half his duration, which is good. 35% damage goes to mana, which is really awesome. Some defense, okay. So that's really good. 18 level thing, you have all resist 18, which is good. 30 life, some defense, and chance to cast change lightning when struck. This is not important, but okay. Okay, so fire damage, dexterity 20, and MF. Together, poison resistances. You have 25% chance to cast a static field when struck, which is good for all classes. This is really awesome, especially against bosses. 20 strange, okay, 30% attack speed, and 100% golds and MF bonus. So it's really good, and that set can drop for every single co and co level. So for me, it's really worthy to go here, and that's it. And this is really good set. You have all some resistances. The damage goes to mana is really good. If you have a problem with mana, like if you mage, if you're warrior, you have the mana stone per hit, so it's not a problem. And this is for me really good set. You have armor, you have helmet and the boots, the weapons and everything else is really clear. Another is Dead Discus, really a light set. Okay, we have enhanced damage, which is not nothing special, same like I don't know the Arctic, like the Berserker and things. 4% life stone per hit. It's not really not enough because this damage is quite low, but 25 to 75 cold damage. Now all this with 2 pieces of this set make you Just like that, 100% damage, which is enough to kill the Bale on a normal difficulty, okay? So poison resistance, poison length reduction. For normal, you don't fucking care about poison at all. At all. And plus 30% attack speed, which is really, really good. We got a can't be frozen and 50 all resistances. Another 8% life stolen per hit. So with this is 12. And now it's good because we have low damage, but 12 life stolen per hit for a normal difficulty. It's quite good enough. Okay, so 40% to other grading, because we have no other grading, but 40% is quite a lot. You have still shoes, armors, shield, other weapon, and think you can play a dual wield barbarian too, because this will be fucking crazy, and some minimum damage, so your damage even rise more. And see, you have here 40 all resistances plus this 75 poison resist, 40 all, and you really don't care about poison at all. And this damage is really, really crazy. Only one issue what I have with this is 8 boxes, and that's all. Okay, that spell is quite really small, but I don't need it. Really, it's really good set, and I love it. Another is the Griswold Legacy. Well, that's a really big issue. That's a full Paladin set. So 20 strength is really good, some defense is really good, 2 defenses auras, well, okay, and socket free. There is a helmet, firewall resistance, really not too much, 20 to 30 MF, which is good. And there is cold absorb, which is again we don't need it at all, and plus 2 offenses aura, 2 sockets. So I using this for MF only. Okay, these sockets here just magic found, that's all. There is a Griswold redemption. Well, you have quite a minimum or maximum damage, which isn't bad. You have enhanced damage, 40% attack speed, 2 combat skills, which isn't bad, and it's good if you have 4 socket variations. And there is a fastest attack speed, so that's very fast. Attack speed is really good. You can have pretty much nice damage with this weapon. This set is really end of nightmare on the start of hell, so it isn't really bad, but not even good. Okay, and there is a Warwick shield, which is the last, the elite's best shield ever. When the Griswold owner, you have all resist 45, 65% faster block rate, some defense, and 20% uh, chance to blocking. Quite nice damage for smite, and chance for block is 69. So Paladin and Barbarian have 75. That's really good. Okay, the full bonuses is free Paladin skill. So my opinion, you got plus 5 skill for Paladin is quite good. You have hit recovery, you have other rating, but just 200, not some percent, which can be good. You have 20 strength, 30 dexterity, 150 life, and 50 all resistances. So all that high class set is really care about your uh, resistances. But let's talk about the Paladin. Okay, we got a Hammer rating. Hammer, okay, the Blessed Hammer build. Well, you need a lot of casting speed, you need a lot of skill plus to increase your damage, okay? And there isn't any, so that's really not set for you, okay? The next is Vengeance. Well, you need again a really powerful weapon, you need really powerful lot of skill plus, and you haven't any. That's quite a shame, really. So, for my opinion, this is not what we're looking for. If you play a Smite, then, well, we're finally here. You can play with this, but why play this? And, well, you see some life restoration, okay? Some life storm per hit, something? No, not even the mana. So that's quite a problem for me, but never mind. If play a Smite, then with the Exile Rune World, you have a life tap, so you practically, while you're fighting, you are unkillable bastard. So that's it. Then is Zealot. Okay, that's a nice weapon, that's a nice whole set, but no mana stone per hit. Okay, you got a ring. No life stone per hit. Okay, you will definitely need the Viper, no, the Dracula glows with the life up. Okay, but I don't know. There is nothing more. Okay, no deadly strike, no open wounds, no crushing blow. So for hell is really terrible. But if you really madness, if you really mad, you have 4 open sockets in weapon. That means a Baron plus Baron plus Baron plus Baron. And now you have 80% crushing blow, and that's enough. Okay, that's enough. But with the 4 Barons, I will build a last wish, and I just don't need a useless Griswold. So for my opinion, the Griswold Legacy is weak set and is really not worthy to do something with this. It's weak for a this is for a Smite or Zealot, this set, okay? So it's really weak because no life restoration, no nothing. So for me, it isn't good. It isn't good. You can put here another MF because you want like 200 at least. So you can have, I don't know, 80% here. Then something, I don't know, you can put here. Then you need DPS or Baroons in, which 4 Baroons for this set is really nonsense. And then you have 3 sockets, so you can add your resistances, another Baroon for damage reduction or something. For my opinion, this set is pretty weak. And for Nightmare, good. Okay, level 40. 5, 69, 66, and 68. Well, 69 level, and you can really have it. But for my opinion, for Nightmare, it will be good. For Hell, it isn't good at all. Okay, the Heavens Breathen. Well, the level 44, you have some defenses and 75 life. That's quite old. There is a weapon, 68 level, which is I don't know, 100 average damage, which isn't special. Okay, never mind. And what we got here? Chance to frost no one striking, which can be good if you're a really fast attacker. Some attack speed, that's it. So you can use with a druid, the fury, or a zealot, paladin. Okay, that frost nova really can make a good thing to shield all enemies around. 100%, well, the 100 mana, then some block, defense, lightning resistance, good. Other kills take damage 30, but level 81! What? Okay, strength, dexterity, which is good, some hit recovering, and that's all. Okay, and strength weaken, which reduces damage of your opponent if you hit him. We got 2 old skills, good. Replenishing life, heal stamina, which is not bad. 50 old resistance can be frozen. So this things here, it's good thing. But for hell, this helmet is really weak. This shield isn't bad, but 81 level, this, no thank you. The weapon for hell is really weak. Okay, that's Frost Nova is good for chill enemy, but there is nothing else. No crushing blow, no deadly strike, nothing. So it's weak, and this helm, well, armor is again the shit. So for my opinion, You need 81 level, that's the hell difficulty, and it's just too weak. If you really, I take this on you and send you to kill the Radiamentum on hell, you don't kill him. Okay, so that's it. Okay, another is Haru's defense. We got a shield with 10 strength, which is really good for low level. Some damage reduction too on Act 1 is really good. 2 the defense character level. 20 life. Cold resistances again. We don't need cold resistance, especially not from beginning, because there is nothing but that hit you with the cold. Who used the cold thing? The Duriel, okay, he have a cold damage. Diablo have that chill hand. The Mephisto can send you that his cold damage and bail. Okay, in Act 5, that the skeleton mages maybe, but pointless. Okay, if you have like, okay, but for normal level is this quite good. And the fire resistances which we need, because there is a lot of fire enemy. Good attack rating bonus and attack movement speed. There is can be frozen, which is really good. Attack stakes damage of 5 and lightning resist plus 5 max damage, which is good. Really, the set is really good to help you to do things. You have 25 to lightning and fire, one chance, and it's not to poison something. This can be 25 poison is really good, but never mind, it's still really good just for this can be frozen, and you can play it for a mage, for warrior, doesn't matter. It's really good set. Okay, the next is the Havani's Majesty. Well, the helmet, again, cold resistance is 45, so that's a normal nightmare level, but there is really nothing. The magic damage reduced by 10, not bad. Okay, the bill, 100 damage is really good. Very fast attack rating, which is good. Ice Blast and Striking, which is really good. And 40% attack speed is really awesome, and enhanced damage and things. Really good weapon. And there is 100 life with armor, poison, static field when struck, which is really good. So my opinion, 30 level. This for a mercenary, if it's something hit him, it's really good to use it. The Ice Blast is really good again with 10%, so really good for two bonuses. Two items you have 100 defense bonus. There is some damage goes to mana and prevent monster heal, some defense and light thing, but this is not for mercenary. Okay, you have all resistances, lot of life storm per hit, faster recovery and thing. So you're using Bill like a volume class, so isn't for Amazon. It's like for I don't know, the werewolf, werebear form, barbarian. Well, it isn't bad thing, but again, you come to nightmare. You have no crushing blow here. You have pretty much really nothing. But it isn't bad. If you have it, for my opinion, you can really try it for a werewolf build. Okay, so you will be fast to use this. The weapon is indestructible, which is good. So I don't know. For a normal, it's quite good. Or should be strong. For nightmare, I don't know. That damage isn't good. And you using pretty much a lot. Okay, 200 weapons, helmet, armor, belt gone. You have just shoes and boots free, and then the jewelry. So you can try it. For my opinion, really nightmare. You can really get it with all this. If you have, I don't know, like a goblin toe shoes, and then some good health where there is a ward something 29 unique glows which give you 5% Crushing blow. So with the Goblin tool has 25, so you are on 30%, and that can be somehow good. This is really a good defensive thing here, and this is even more crazy. Okay, against boss especially. The Immortal Kings for me is really all you need for really a lot of things. The first, this is a gold. If you 40% gold for monsters, okay, 40% MF. If you really want to play it, so try found the perfect thing. So it's 38, 39, 40, then it's good. So 2 sockets, but topaz is in or to east. You have 88 to 90% better chance to get magic, and 2 Warcry skills, which is really important thing. There is an Orc Maul, which is weapon. Nice picture of it. There is a 20% damage to demons, 40% attack speed, indestructible. Try found these. Crushing blow, which is really good. But for my opinion, 40% is really low, so we need like 70-80%. Okay, there is a fire, there is lightning, cold damage, the poison quite low. Okay, we got this, so 30 poison damage per second isn't really good. So, but okay, you have like 300 fire, to maybe 300 lightning, 250 cold damage with 6-second duration. You have like 300 magic damage. It's really like a 3,500 damage you can put with all this like elemental magic, everything. So even if you found fight with a magical, physical immune creature, you can really kill it with this. Okay, the armor again, that is really madness, but you can put a hell rune in, so it reduces it to something. We can really, that was a 15%. I think it's this. No, so 285, and it's this. Okay, 34 strange we use out, so it's 208 strange, which isn't that bad. You have 2 combat skills for barbarian. This is another 220 strange. Yeah, 25 hit recovery, which is good. Some enhanced damage, so this is where it can be really good. You have 40 to all resistances, okay, 50 to poison. So for me, armor is really good. You have the belt here, 25 strange. Well, you now need just 200 more to wear the hammer. Fire lightning resistances, which is really important resistances in all the game. Hit recovery 20%, some enhanced defense, so you can have really this. Damage reduction by 20%, which is really good, and 2 to masteries, which is for barbarian is really good thing. Another 20 strange, so you need 180 strange now, so you just need but more strange. I have like 150 or something like that, maybe even more, I don't know. There is attack speed 25%, can be 30, but never mind. There is a 10 double leech. Okay, so again, for a nightmare is a 5%, for health is 3%, for your mana is enough, for health I don't know, it isn't. So that's it, and freeze target 2, which is quite good. So the gauntlets are really good. We have a war boots here, 40 life, 100 other rating, some defense, 40% movement speeds, 25 MF. So we with helmet are on 100 and something, which is good. 2 combat, some defense again, and half freeze duration. That's is really not important because we need something to can't be frozen us. Okay, 3 barbarian skill is good. 45 other rating is not enough, but better than nothing. 150 to life, 50 or resistance magic damage reduction. So I play these with the berserker thing, and it's really unstoppable beast. It's really only one thing which is really a high problem is a really big army. So against the cows in hell, this set is quite weak because you fight with a 0 defense, or that whirlwind isn't really effective against them. But I haven't lifed up in offhand, so I just curse the monsters and I can really beat them, and I will be really unkillable with the concentration because that's a skill which is not interruptible. You can really go to miss, but it isn't a problem. So it's having really nice damage and it's quite all what you need. If you won't play a dual wielding, so you just don't play with this thing. So you have no the magic damage here. Well, that's we don't need this. You have no like 50% enhanced defense here. You have no the 2 masteries here. You have no freeze target defense, half freeze duration, all that missing, and you have I don't know, it's 6 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you have just 200 other rating plus the. So it isn't bad. Or if you want to play with for a Fury Druid, is really good. And you play with out of these. I play here then Jalal, or the best thing will be Orphan Skull Helmet. Okay, and you replace it by this. There is a 35 crushing blow, which is 35 plus 40 is 75. That's enough for hell. And again, you have you have all elementals. You have all this. You have all this. Okay, which is crazy. You have all this and all this. For druid, you're losing a druid skills plus, but the force of Immortal King, if it's not even complete, is really crazy for you. And I think for hell, I know personally, then it's enough. Okay, so for my opinion, Immortal King is really crazy set. Okay, Infernal Boots, Infernal Tools. Okay, sorry. So Owl Resistance is 10, which is good. 20% goes to mana, which is good. This is Necromancer set, by the way. I think. Yep. And 2 defense per level. You have 20 life, some poison, half restoration. So this is really good. You have 1 necro skill, some other rating. Okay, you have poison over 3 seconds, chance to open wounds, which is good. Bonus other rating, 6 mana stolen, another necromancy skill level, which is, for my opinion, really good thing. And you have 2 old skill in these, and for my opinion, 2 old skills is better than some want what you can found on Akara, or just found it in from the monsters in the wilderness. So Infernal Torch from low level, for my opinion, is honestly really good. On 20 level, you need some others won't. On 25, you go for a spirit, and for a new gear on 30 level, 29, there is a fire. Oh, yeah, the Wiper Magi or something like that thing. So for a normal, really not a problem, but I will play it with I don't know, like a summoner or maybe a boner necromancer. This is quite really suck for poison, because the poison necro need the dagger or something like that. Okay, Irathas. Finally, okay, fire lightning resistances, that's all what you need for a nightmare. Maybe some poison. Look at that, there he is. Poison reduction, 15 all resistances. So now you have 45, 45, and 45. Crazy. With this, you can really ignore all the poison things ever. Some minimum damage, defense, 10 dexterity is not bad. You have half restoration and cold, so you have all the 45 resistances. Boom, 65 resistances, 10 to maximum. Movement speed, really dexterity, attack speed. Okay, so I rather if and you have the boots, you have an armor with some resistances you can put on, or a Saigon on the shield is free, so you can put another things here. You have completely free weapon. So for me, I rather like a super set is extremely fantastic. Okay, just for all that resistance, you'll be really just the crazy motherfucker, and you can really stand against each one enemy you choose. Okay, it doesn't matter now. Whatever you fight with, you can deal with it because you are strong enough to do it. Okay, or tough enough. Okay, now you need, I don't know, like some unique maces with the crushing blow on some attack speed or something. You have attack speed here, and it's really crazy. I can show you the unique, what I mean. Maces, there you go. 33% crushing blow, 555 if you want more, 15 range. That's all what you need. Okay, so I rather, for my opinion, is really good set for low level, 15 level, and you are really that your resistances, defense, and everything here for whole normal difficulty is just done. Okay, we got the Eisenhardt Armory. Well, the faster attack speed is good, 20% attack speed is good, 5 other rating is not really good, it's better be 8 or 10, but it's good, 10 minimum damage, but it's still 7.5 average in DPS, which is, I have these for, okay, the Pharaoh Rage, look at that, almost the last one, okay, the damage plus 90%, okay, so that's mean 90% plus this is like 40 damage. Okay, if you have in combat thing 9 points, which isn't. So this damage is for an Mephisto normal. Okay, there is nice all resistance, some dexterity, damage reduction by 2, 40 defense, magic damage reduction 2, defense per character level, which isn't good. All again 40 defense, some attackers take damage of lightning shit, and all resistance is 8. Well, strange, dexterity good, movement speed is good, chance to blocking, attack rating is really good, 5% stone per hit is really low, and 10% here. So you got like 26 all resistance and 5% stone per hit with this weak low damage. Okay, so for my opinion, this for Act 1, 2, that's all. Okay, you come in free at your defense resistances from the set is good enough for you, but if you really kill the Mephisto and you go in Act 4, you really will be in hell, because with this set, the Chaos Sanctuary is like 2-hour battle. Okay, so it's not even good for Act 4. So if you kill Mephisto, you can farm it and try drop something else, or just ignore it. For my Isengard is really bad thing. Okay, Marvina's Balhim. Okay, so the helmet, 25 mana, some good defense, replenishing life 10, which is 1 life a second, 30% attack speed, 50% bonus to attack rating, 1 to all skills, and 25 all resistances. If we want to look at in MF, crazy helmet on his own. Okay, Marvina Caster is quite, well, the all bows are like this, okay, 120 average, 120 average, okay. I go just light elites and bows. Okay, so there you go. The eagle horn. That's 250. So it's double stronger than this. There is like 140, which isn't really good. Okay, that's like almost 400, 350 maybe. Okay, that's is really crazy. Shit, man, wow. Okay, so it's really good, like 350% damage win force. You have 120, okay, but you got here a magic damage. Okay, so it's up to you. So 100 physical, so it's I got a 240 physical damage. You have 200 half physical, half magic, and 500 magic and physical damage. Okay, and you have 500 physical. So if you meet some class which is immune to physic with this wind force, you fucked up. The Marina is still fighting, okay? There is a 10% chance to cast Nova on striking. Frost Nova will be better, much better. There is a nice attack speed, 2 bow and crossbow skills, pretty good sword, bow. You can put, you know that thing, socket in, some attack speed, enhanced damage, tool, or a bear rune, or a Neph rune for knockback, or something like that. Okay, finally joined with a 400 Q. Okay, there is Mavina Embrace. I just do it like this for now. Yes, apply. Shut up. Okay, there is an armor. Quite nice defense, two magic and passive and magic skills. The glacial spire and strike, which is good because it can save you. 30% hit recovery and again defense. Like this, I don't know, the armor isn't something special. One socket MF again. You have like 40 MF. You can put an Nistrun in if you want more MF. There is Mavina's Ichi Clutch. So battle gauntlets, dexterity, strength, dexterity, cold damage, gold for monsters, half restoration, and then another. Look at that, 100 damage to 250 gold damage duration, 4 seconds, and 20% cold skill damage. So obviously we want to play the cold bow build. For my opinion, is the best. I honestly really. Where is that? You here. Bow and crossbow thing. I play with this, okay, and then I join this. So you have cold, fire, and you have really a lot of things to do it here. To crashing blow, not crit chance. That's pretty much all what you really need. So that's really good. So another all resistance 20, some movement speed, mana stone per hit, 1% in hell, which isn't really good for my opinion, but better than nothing. Okay, we have 3 Amazon skills, 20 and strength, 30 dexterity, 50 all resist, 100 defense, 100 at the rating, which isn't bad, and 100% movement speed, 100% MF. So if you have 100% MF here, you can have 25 here and 25 here. You have 150 MF just like that. You have still 3 boots. So you can have, I don't know what it's called, water walk. What is it? That's what you can have. MF, you are on 200. That's quite all what you really need. And the battle human Mavina is really something for me. Okay, you can play it like you can see the wind force. Okay, but you have trouble if you play single damage here. But Mavina on his own can kill even immune to physical monsters because there is a magic damage, because there is a cold damage, and really have like 2 to 500 gold and magic and physical shits damage, which is quite good. So for my opinion, isn't bad set. If you want, you can play with the unique. You will be stronger, but a little bit more. You can play it with, I don't know, some ruin worlds. You can be stronger again, but just a little bit more. Okay, the Mavina give you all what you need, including resistances, with it all defense, with that your toughness will be really good, your damage is good enough too. You really don't need nothing more than just Mavinas. And I really play with, if I play a bow and muzzin, I really play only with a cold one, because if you play a physical damage, is kind of too weak for my opinion, and you really want or you really need crushing blow. There isn't any fucking single bow with a crushing blow thing. Okay, and that's quite shame. Okay, the crushing blow you can have from rest from the gear, like 40-50%, but if your weapon don't give you 30% at least or something like that, then it's not really good. So it can be like 20% better than Mavina, but it's be 100% more expensive to make this build. Okay, because on Mavina, what is really expensive for me is the Yadem, because I really kind of found it, and maybe Bow, okay, Grand Mountain Bow, and the rest this is not really crazy. So Mavina for me more than enough. Okay, there is a Milabrega, Regalia. Okay, the helmet, live mana, 40 resistances, shit. Okay, for 17 level, that's a normal set, normal set difficulty. No, the set for normal difficulty. Okay, so that's crap. Okay, damage reduction 2, other static damage 3, some defense shit like really big one. Nice defense here, some MF 20%, which is not bad, and 52 life. One paladin skill and weapon, and all that here's crops. Some other rating which is good too. Paladin thing, life and mana, and poison resistances. For my opinion, again, you have just free to paladin skill thing. On 17 level, it isn't bad. Okay, so if you want to play a warrior, it's again this damage give you like Mephisto normal, because in a Chaos Sanctuary is like 2 hours battle is longer than this video will be. So you can play with the hammer ready, and you have to, well, free all skill on level 17. But I don't know, this set is just crap. I really don't picking it up or just for sell. So that's it. There is a nice ancient vestige. Well, the first, the 28 level helmet. You have strange, and that's quite all. Here, it's really crap. The nice light plate, well, the 1-0 skill, 45 damage goes to mana, 25 or resist 65. That's actually can be quite good armor for some summoner necromancer or something like that. The armor isn't bad really. You can put an armor in here, you have full resist, 1-0 skill. That damage goes to mana is really crazy. And then 78 level, so it's a hell difficulty. You have just the teleport and charge. Okay, you have 1-0 skill, some mana, dexterity or resistance scraps, but it's really weak set. Okay, I can play it really with this weapon because you have 70 charges, almost 70 charges for teleport 11. Okay, so for offhand, I'm just using this stuff. Maybe if you can and you have no better thing, that's armor is not bad for a mage or something like that. This damage is really crazy, even for a warrior. But I don't know. The armor isn't good, isn't bad. Okay, it's good, and that stuff only for teleportation. That's quite all. The helmet is crap, and have it all together with the complete set bonus, it's just too low. Okay, the Natalia's again is end set for assassin. Well, the helmet is good on this 20 strength and 20 to 30 dexterity if you have a perfect. If it's like 10 and 20, throw it away. Well, all resistance is 10 and 20. Okay, so you need a perfect, then it's gonna be good. But it should can be like 2 sockets or something because no MF, no nothing, so it's quite weak. Okay, and Talia's mark is a weapon 78 level. Okay, you have the damage to demons, ignore target defense, nice attack speed, some calls of your enemy. It will be chill and slowed for 4 seconds for each hit, but well, that's all. Okay, so in my opinion, a crap again. But pretty much all weapons for assassin is really bad. Okay, the Natalia Shadow, Lubricated Mail. Well, the poison resistance is nice. The Shadow disapplies 1 life for each level. If you have free socket armor and poison length reduction 75, this armor can be wearable. Okay, you can really use it. I have it on my Talon builds. Okay, I put here free socket, 3 joules with higher speed and engines damage. So it's really good. And there is a 25 level shoes, boots, doesn't matter. So lightning resistance, again, variations, that's really crap. 40% movement speed, that's good. Okay, you have a 14% double leech for a normal. In nightmare is 7%, and in hell it's 4%, which isn't bad. Damage reduction 30% and all resist 50, but still I have no idea. Okay, so let's talk about assassin now. You can play the trap build, which this set is completely out because this is really bullshit for it. You can play a really where is it? Okay, just martial arts. So, well, the weapon isn't good for it. Okay, you really lack of crushing blow and everything. So for me, is this set really weak? You can play with Dragon Talon. You don't need this weapon. You need something with crushing blow and things which you can really use. The whole set is really stupid. And if you want to play some Phoenix build, that's things what you apply to charges and then release the whole damage. So again, you need all skills and some damage, and this is really weak. And I don't know what you want to play with this. Some Tiger Strikes, or I don't know. This is really bad set, really, really, really weak. Okay, so for me, it's the bad shit, and especially if it's like a 25 level, 40 maybe, then a normal nightmare difficulty good, but 79 level, it's a hell. Okay, and that is really weak set for hell. There is Orphan Skull. Well, the helmet, 15 strength, some enhanced damage, 30 hit recovery, 35 crushing blow, and 50% deadly strike. So, for my opinion, this is one of the best warrior helmet in game. So, pretty much, if you play a physical class, this is the helmet what you want, or you can put in your mercenary. He will be really glad for all this thing here. This is the shield, okay, 34 level isn't problem. 29 level shield, this is a half duration, a faster block, and nice increased chance of block. You can see the paladin and Amazon, the paladin 79. Okay, 92% Druid Neck from the Sorcerer, 87% chance to block. It's really, really good shield on its own. Special and 29 level is really good. You have glows, okay, fire, but 15% is quite low. You have a 100 other rating, 20% movement speed. You have a double leech. For normal it's fine. For nightmare is like 2%. No, 1% only, which is again too low. 85 life, which is good. All resistance 15, really not good at all. Some dexterity and some dexterity and strength on 80% MF. It isn't bad, really. It's good, but for normal only. Okay, for a nightmare on hell is really good in phase. Helmet is really good. Maybe the shield for a nightmare too, if you have nothing better. Okay, but some players really want more, some resistances or something like that from a shield, not just a chance for block. Okay, so for my opinion, like the whole set, it's for a normal quite good. One shame that it's 42 level, but it isn't good, and it isn't bad. And well, for nightmare, well, it's still support build. Okay, your weapons, your armor is still free. So like a super build, it can be really good even in nightmare. And this helmet is one of end game item what you can wear it on your mercenary on your physical class. Okay, another is a Sanders Folly set. The helmet, well, the MF, good. That's really not important thing for me. 25 mana. Castrate, 25%. That's quite good. Cold damage and mana storm per hit. But that mana storm per hit is just from physical. So not bad, but 25 level isn't really bad. We have a helmet with attack speed and 40 life, which is quite good. We have a nice 20 level boost, 40% movement speed is really good. We have a 1 all skill, life zone per hit, MF, and 50 mana. Okay, so for my opinion, it isn't bad set really, but only for a normal difficulty. If you want it, play the full set. I don't know for well, on 25 level, it's coming a spirit on, okay? Or 27 maybe until you really gather it first time. But this set against the spirit world sword is weak shit, okay? That's boots are good, but the rest, I don't know, really don't want it, really don't need it. Okay, so Zabi Grand Tribute. We'll have a helmet. There is lightning and fire resistance 1 to all skill. Okay, 43 level, normal nightmare difficulty, good helmet. That's an issue. 73 level, that's really awful. Okay, we have some stats here. Cold damage, which is quite low. 40% attack speed, which is good. 300% damage to demons. That's really good against the bosses and indestructible. Okay, so it isn't bad. Maybe I don't know. You can use it against uh like bosses, but for a smiter, okay, because of this. But okay, 40% attack speed and boss damage. 300% is really good. Plus, it's indestructible. It can be really good. Okay, 67 levels against strength, sheet recovery, and 300 other rating against demons. So this set is quite good against bosses at all. 40% movement speed, 15% life zone per hit, which is 5 on hell, and that's weak. Increase max life and all resistance. Well, the stats are really crazy and nice, but it's for really, if you play it in the end of a nightmare, this set will be crazy. But if you won't play it on a hell, unfortunately you will be weak. Okay, because there is no open wounds, no crushing blow, really nothing what you can fight against the monsters. And this sword isn't have some really good base damage when you can really killing something. Okay, so unfortunately this thing is really weak for me. There is a Saigon's Complete Steel. Well, the helmet is quite good, 30 mana. It's really help a lot of classes from 6 level, crazy. 8 auto rating for each class character level. Lightning resistance 30, this is what we need. Arthurkis takes damage of 20, so on normal difficulty this can kill pretty much everything. There is a cold damage, again we don't need cold, but okay, it's here. Faster run on walk, again is really good. There is 52 other rating and 50 MF with the free pieces, which is for me good. There is a 1-all skill on a shield, for me good. There is a fire resist finally, 2 defense for each level, 20 life, which is also good. Sorry. There is a 10 strength, which is good because you need a 60. With this 10, you have like 65, 70 strength, so you need 65 strength in base to have wear the whole Saigon. So everything what you go for a low level is strength, 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 which isn't really win. Okay, there is another lifestone per hit. Okay, just from 2 sec pieces, so it's really good for a normal. Even a nightmare 2, there is 20 mana. Some fire things adds fire damage. Other mistakes damage taken 12 with this is 32. It's really crazy. So it's really good for a low level. I play Sorcerer for sockets, just a rush for Act 5, make a first thing, and I wearing also these maces because it's really strong to hit something, and I have 15 strength, so it's really I need here like 50 strength in total. Then mace, then blows, and I have 80 strength to wear all Saigon, and everything would touch me really dying. Okay, so that's for me really good, and it's really good support set. You don't need wearing a full. I really using hands, belts, and gloves, especially for this bonus. But the helmet is quite good for 30 mana. If you really want a sorcerer and you have a spirit sword like weapon, you can really make a whole health in this, but you are lack of resistances. But it isn't impossible. Another the end game class set for sorcerer Tau Rush of Wrappings. Okay, we have a Tau Rush Little Eye weapon, 65 level. Okay, there is an energy, life, and mana. This is all what sorcerer needs. 20% at a cast speed. Okay, if you play just one element, so you need two. If you play two elements like me, cold and lightning, I want two and two in cold and lightning. If you play cold and fire, well, you need two and two, and that's it. If you don't play a lightning, you really don't need two lightning mastery. Okay, there is, well, the weapon can give you 3 all skills. Well, this is one, so, and two more, 10, I think 10 enemy things, or 10 plus 10% cold or just element damage is like one skill that plus. So you have 1/2 here, and there is a 1/2 another. So you have like really 3 all skills with the complete set bonus. It's really strong weapon. Okay, the helmet, the dual leech for, well, the hell is really like 3%, which isn't something crazy, but it's good. We will don't need it. 15 all rest, some mana and life and defense. The helmet is quite bad, but one socket in and some MF or something like that, and it will be good. Armor is really crazy. You have all resistance here, fire, lightning, and cold. Then put, I don't know, topaz, or if you really want Tauron in, if you have really issue with a poison. So all that resistance for health for sorcerer is really crazy, and 10% casting rate is really good too. We got 20 dexterity. We don't need dexterity. It's better will be with a strange or something like that. But okay, it is what it is. 30 mana, 10 to 15 MF, which isn't really crazy, but okay. 37% damage goes to mana. It really can save you if you have low life or something like that. Sometimes for my sorcerer is this ability really annoying because it takes all your mana out. Okay, there is a fast cast rate which is good, and 60 defense. Well, the amulet, 50 to life, 40 to mana, again really good. Lightning resistance, lightning and fire, poison, that's all what Sorcerer needs. Okay, there's some lightning damage, I don't know why, but okay. 2 Sorcerer skills and 10% casting rate. Isn't the best amulet for Sorcerer, but is really good. Honestly, I'm wearing this too because I have nothing better now. Okay, with the 2 things, you have replenishing line. With the 3 pieces, you have 65 MF. So if it's done all what you need, I really tell you like this: go for belt. Okay, you have this. Go for armor. You have this. 88 casting speed and a helmet. Amulet. Okay, you're strong. You have a really good MF bonus from this, and all of you really need. If you want to play the full set, it's really good. Free Sorcerer thing, hit recovery 25%, when that mean the Sorcerer needs 60% hit recovery, the Spirit Shield give you 55, with this you have 80, that's pretty much everything what you need. 150 life, all resist 50, that's really good. Some defense versus missile and defense at all. So my opinion, the all what you need is this set. You have still free the the helm, the hands, and the boots. So the boots, of course, War Traveler. What is it? I have really no idea. I think they are exceptional. Yep, that's it. Boots. Come on. Okay, war travel here again, another MF, another strange and things like that. So for my opinion, the Star Russia is all what you really need, and you don't need nothing at all. Okay, so Star Russia for me, crazy. There is a Transet Battle Gear, okay, the all resist 10 on for 20 level, okay, some other grading. An enhanced damage in helmet, which is weird, but okay. 2 defense per level, 40 life, 15 strength, 30 movement speed, good stamina, healing, 10 dexterity, 10 strength. For 20 level, not bad. 20 level weapon, this is really weak. Even with this, I don't know, but it's quite really weak. 20 mana, 20% attack speed, which isn't bad. 80 MF is good, really. This is really shit. I'm not degrading again. So, lightning damage, plus 15 lightning damage isn't bad. 5% lifespan per hit is really like a normal. Slow target 35% is really not, it's really good. 5 mana stone per hit is again only for a normal, and all resistances, and 75 gold more. So if you want to play these, you can have it really in dual barbarian with dual these axes, but that's damage here is again like to Mephisto, okay, because it's really weak fight against Diablo's army, Chaos Sanctuary, or Act 5 at all. And the kill Bale with this will be really for a long battle. So I must say no. Okay, the discipline. Well, the armor, cold resist. Okay, we don't need it. Poison, that's good. And one all skill, that's really good. After takes damage 8 to 10 from 30 level. Okay, if something hits you. The line of hands is really good. Fire 50%, attack speed. Okay, and this is 350% damage to demons. That's some classes can use it like end game. Okay, hands close. Okay, because the 350% damage to bosses is really crazy. Like a smiters or classes against the ubers is really best hands what you can have. Okay, the shame is then you have no piece bonus like 2 pieces and things like that. And other fire resistances, well, the Nova when you strike some poison damage, but it have nice defense. 13% movement speed, half restoration. Okay, 29 level isn't bad. Okay, 10 strength and dexterity, 15 all resistances. Okay, in total set you have 50 all resist, which is quite good, but it's take you really a lot of things. You have a mana, 2 all skills, 10 strength, poison damage, and defense. Well, I must say, well, there is for warrior is quite good because you have attack speed in this. Even the amulet is good, but the rest thing I really have no idea. It's 65 level, the bell or even the hand, so it's nightmare difficulty. There is really nothing. No leech, no crushing blow, no nothing what you really need. And it takes just too much things what can make you really good warrior. Okay, all what you left is a helmet and weapons, and I don't know if you can do something like that with this. But if you have really full this set, you can really use it in a nightmare. It should be good. It should be care all about all your all resistances, so it can be really a good one. Okay, so the discipline isn't bad, but you can try it for nightmare difficulty. I think it can be very okay. So there is a Trago avatar. Well, the helmet 150 mana, really good, but 65 level, so that's quite late. 25 with recovery and replenishing life. Trago avatars is like a 30-40 replenishing life, so okay. 20 damage on a hell is really shit. Okay, the armor is nice defense, poison resistance, is movement speed, 2 summoning skills, so it's really good for every single build. For necromancer, 50 lightning, so poison lightning, that's really important, and damage reduction by 25%. This is really good. Okay, 25 strength, 15 dexterity, some chance of blocking, fire resistance finally. The helmet, no resistance. So we have poison, lightning, and fire like 40 to 50, which is really good. We have another poison resistance, so it's really good. Then it's poison and bones things. Again, every single necromancer can use it. The poison and bones, like poison and bones, and a summoner like corpse explosion radius increased. There is repletion like 15 again, so you have like 20 now. Pretty good, and minus 25 to enemy. Well, minus 25% to enemy poison resistances. That's quite good for me. If you play poison, if you play a bone necromancer, this is really not a good set for you at all. Why, I'll explain it later. But for poison, this can be good, and if you are a summoner, why not? Okay, if it's if it's hit, this okay. If it's not, doesn't matter. Okay, the belt is quite good. 60 life, 250 mana, some maximum stamina, which is really good. Some defense, 25 total, replenishing life. Can be frozen, cold, resistances. Okay, that's you need cold in hell, but not like, well, the lightning, fire, and poison is more important, and the cold is like, okay. So there is the hands, which is the best hands for necromancer, maybe 2 to curses. Okay, so that's really good. You have poison skill damage again. Summoner don't need it, but it's here, so okay. Poison is really really crazy, and that's quite it. You have a casting rate here, but there is, I think, all about the casting speed. So let's talk about the complete bonus. Free necromancer thing. Okay, where you more items you get, you have some fire skills from a sorcerer. The free fire mastery meteor firewall. I am personally using a firewall only, but the meteor is slow, but firewall is really immediately here, and it's really nice damage, almost the same like a meteor. Fireball is good, but I don't know, the fireball, I just make it and there is for a few seconds, that's all. 200 defense, 100 mana, raging mana 60%, and replenishing life 5. So now you have free 30 replenishing life, which is free life per second while restored, and all resistance plus 50, which is really good, and transforms into vampire. And now that's the problem. If you transform into vampire, you really your needs of a casting speed increased, because it's about the frame business. Okay, so if you have 100 casting speed, there is one attack in 4 frames or something like that, and if you are in trans vampire, you need for this like 150% casting speed. About the whole set or necromancer boils, you can play the poison, which is doesn't matter if you casting fast or not, because the poison damage is like you poison something, there is a time and again, so you don't need really high cast speed. If you play if you play a poison, there is really good fire thing here, you can lower resistance and things. So if it's something immune to poison, you can go with a fire and it's really good, you can really kill it. Then if you play a summoner necromancer, then is again you don't need really crazy casting speed. Okay, so you can just summon your army, and if they don't dying, you can put a firewall against monsters, against your enemies, and help with some damage at least. So you are not like, okay, I need waiting to all of them. And it's also crazy region mana, so you can really summon a lot of monsters because your mana is really fast restore. But if you can play the last of all that free builds is like Boner Necromancer, there is like, I don't know, 3000 damage on a spear in total. That's, well, for an army, for hell isn't bad. You actually need 3000 damage to uh, handle the hell difficulty, include the bale. And so all you need then is add a casting speed and hit recovery, because faster you are, okay, more skill in second you use, your damage rising, your DPS rising. Because here there is, if you transform into vampire with a full triangle set, like a poise or like a boner necromancer, it's 1 skill per second, so it's 3000 DPS for you. If you're playing some cast thing plus skills gear, you can have 2 or 3 bone speed per second. That is not 3000 DPS, but 6, 9 maybe, and that is really a lot. So that's quite all, okay, about the Trago. So for Poison and Summoner is really good set, but for Boner is really the badless option what you can really have. And the last one is with Dallas Rick. Okay, you have 8 other rating for each level. You have 1 to 20 lightning damage, so we have 10 strange and like 10 lightning. Well, 20 is nothing special. Fire resistance is some defense, dexterity here. This is good boots because speed 30%, a lot of maximum stamina, and all resistance 8. There is a 50 MF and a life cold. Okay, 15 to life and a cold resistance 20. In total, there is some cold damage plus, so you have like 30 damage on auto attack, just like that. Okay, for each 10 dexterity, you have 1% damage up. Okay, and there is a freeze target, which is good. 50% chance, or okay, 50%, pretty much, yeah, 50% chance to pierce a target, and some other rating. So for my opinion, this is a 14 level set. If I really want it, then I will combine the angelic, no, arctic. Okay, because the armor, glow, belt, glows, and bows is really much more stronger than Vidala. And you have steel plays for Vidala foods, so 30 movement speed, 150 maximum stamina, which is sometimes triple time more than his class have, so it's really good. Plus all resistances, plus MF, some life and cold resist, and other grading. So if you wanna play it, then Vidala Amulet Boots is good. This two, or the playing a full set, isn't really good, but isn't really bad for 14 level. Is like again to the Mephisto's normal. Then in a Chaos Sanctuary in Act 4, you are weak. Okay, and in a Bale, it's really complicated to kill. With this, it isn't impossible, but it is really big issue. Big issue. So this is the normal set from Diablo 2, and this is from the data disk Diablo 2 Lore of Destruction. Okay, so I think we got all of it. So thank you for watching. I hope now you have information, all information, especially if it's where it is set, not, or if what parts you can have. So that's pretty much all what I want to talk to you, because I'm playing with the people, okay, especially for low level, they playing some things and they are weak and weak like shit. So the people maybe need to know what item is worthy to keep if you're farming with a high level class, or some items are not, especially for the sets. So once again, the Arctic for the Boba Zone is the best for if you want to play the Java Amazon. Then choose a Saigon and some one-hand javelin. For a barbarian, if you want a dual, then it's really good. Syrups vestments, it was really good for me for the 30 level. If you fight with one hand, the Glegla or the skills is really the best thing what you need. And if you play any single mage from a low level, the Saigon Complete Steel is really the answer. Or I think the Irada's Finery was that what we really need. There is a tons and tons of resistances. You can combine Irasa's finery with a Saigon complete steel, and then I think some weapon what you really want to wear, you can really go for it, and you are really, really, really the best mage ever. If you want to play some end thing again, well, the Traggle again, Poison and Sumo Necromancer, yes. Taurasha for all sorcerers, yes. Natali is really big shit. The Nice is really big shit. And Mavina for a cold. Bova Zone is really crazy set. Immortal King for Berserker. Will for Barbarian is really good. The Griswold, yes, if you put the 4 bear runes in, then it's a bullshit. Others is really for low level, only the pieces, but full set for me is a completely bullshit. And the Cal Shylon, if you can, if you want, you can play it, but it isn't so good like you really expect this. So that's all about the sets. I thank you for watching. So bye.